Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this one's going to be dedicated to learning about interior angles of polygons. So yeah, let's get started with it. Alright, so there are two main formulas that you need to know for the SAT and ACT that pop up on probably one or two problems on each test. Alright, so here they are. So the first one is going to be really it's for the total. It's the total number of degrees in any polygon, and this is the formula to do that. And what I mean by the total number of degrees, so it's a degree measure of each interior angle in a polygon, and it's just the total number. If you added all of those angles together, that's what this formula will help you with. All right, so let's break it down. So it's going to be 180 times n minus 2. And in this case, n is just the number of sides in the polygon, right? So let's do a quick example. Let's say this is a hexagon, so it has 6 sides. So you would go over here and you would just say, all right, it's 180 times 1, the number of sides. So 6 minus 2. Right, and that's going to, and we can solve for it. So then you get 180 times 4, because 6 minus 2 equals 4. And then you just have this as equals 720 total degrees inside of a hexagon. Right? So that's how you do that one. That's how you find the total number of degrees if you added all the interior angles up together. All right, so the second formula that you're going to want to know for the SAT and ACT is to find out what each interior angle is in a certain polygon. So this is the formula for it. It's 180 times n minus 2 over n this time. All right, so it's slightly different, but if you start to break it down, it makes a lot of sense why it's like this. So if you remember from what I was talking about above, 180 times n minus 2 helps you find the total number of degrees for any given polygon. Right, so it would make sense that if you divided it by n, aka the number of angles inside, that it would work, right? So let's get started here. So what we're going to do is let's use the same hexagon as the example here. So if you were to plug this in, we already know that 180, so 180 times, really 6 minus 2 in this case if you were to plug the 6 in, that whole thing equals 720, as we just found that above, right? And now all you have to do is put it over n. So in this case, to find out what each interior angle equals, you would just do 720, and then since it's over n, which is the number of sides, and we have 6 sides in this problem, it would be over 6, and that would equal 120. Now, I know it looks like I just kind of like popped those numbers out of my head really fast. I didn't. You can always use a calculator on the SAT or ACT. Just make sure that it's the correct calculator and it's permitted. But you'll be able to just punch that in on your calculator and it will make it a lot easier for you. All right, so, and in a quick recap of what we did in this video, so we're learning about the interior angles of a polygon. These are the two key formulas that I started to do when I was studying for the SAT and ACT, and they're really helpful. This one, 180 times n minus 2, is to find the total number of degrees inside of a polygon. And this formula is to figure out what each interior angle is equal to, the number of degrees in each interior angle. All right, and yes, in case I didn't mention it before, these are the interior angles, aka all of the angles inside of the polygon. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you learned a lot, and let me know if you have any questions.